everyone. Today's presentation is Gentle Yoga, presented by Fran Conway, RN RYT. This is a free program designed for people of all levels of activity. We will be guiding participants in some gentle chairs and standing yoga poses, no mat required, incorporating breath works with physical movement and a short meditation in order to align body, mind, and spirit. We will work on flexibility, balance, and strength, and you will leave this class feeling refreshed and embodied. Without further ado, I'm going to present you everyone to Fran Conway.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah, good. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. All right. So what we'll need is we're going to start out sitting first. So come to sit well in your chair. Feel your feet on the floor and feel your sitting bones touching. And those are those two heavy bones. You can put your hands underneath your buttocks and feel those two heavy bones in the buttocks. And you can roll back and forth on them. So just imagine that they are, you want to be right on top of them and then allow that to sort of tack down into the chair, and then you can remove your hands. So from there, feel the spine lifting up. And then if you put your hands right in the middle of your thighs, that will broaden across your chest a little bit. So many times we sit like this, and you can see my shoulders are very rounded. So maybe it's a good idea just to do that, just so you know that you're doing that. And then if you bring your hands back to the middle of the thighs, you'll see how now my shoulders became more equal in the front as they would be in the back. So they went from rounding to being equal front and back. And then you feel the spine lifting up. So you want to think about your posture, not just when you're standing, but when you're sitting as well. It's really important for the lungs and for the heart, and then for the visceral metabolic organs. Really, really important to get that blood flow to the rest of the body. The lungs are really affected, every organ is, but the lungs will be really decompressed if you start rounding, or compressed, I should say, when you round forward. So from here, bring your hands to your lower belly. So just let your hands rest on the lower abdomen. And on your next inhale, feel the abdomen rounding out on the inhale. On the exhale, feel the belly going back. So you have your hands on your low abdomen, and as you take a breath in, feel the belly rounding out. Let it round out. And on the exhale, engage it slightly. And just do that a few more times. This is taking the breath down all the way to the lower abdomen, and then engage the abdomen slightly for the exhale. This is really good if you are experiencing anxiety, or if you're having any kind of panic related, or you're unsure about things. Just to get centered again, bring your hands to that lower belly. Inhale, feel the lower belly round out, and exhale, pull it back. And then bring your hands to your rib cage. And on your next inhale, feel the ribs moving out to the side like an accordion. So they're moving out. And then on the exhale, feel the feedback of your hands as they go back in. And just do that 2 or 3 more times on your own. So you can feel how the torso is shape changing as you take a nice deep inhale in. And then when you let that go, it goes back. One more time like this. So what we're doing is the 3-part breath. We're on the second part of the 3-part breath. The first being the belly, the second, the ribs. Now bring your hands to your lungs, right up here, wherever your hands will be. That's kind of like where your lungs are. And on your next, it's nice to do this with your eyes closed. Inhale, feel or imagine the lungs filling up with oxygen. And then on the exhale, allow the lungs to deflate. Notice how your hands change. Inhale, you'll notice how there's a shape change. And exhale, there's a deflating. One more time like that. Taking all that breath into the lungs and then exhaling completely. So we're going to combine all three. Bring one hand to your abdomen and keep one hand on your heart area. And take your breath into your belly, your ribs, and then the lungs. Feel everything filling up. And then on the exhale, the lungs, the ribs, the belly. Inhale from the bottom up and exhale from the top down. A few more times. This is also good if you wake up in the middle of the night and you have some issues, something worrying you. You can do this lying down in bed. Think about the belly, the ribs, and the lungs on the inhale, and then the exhale, the lungs, the ribs, and the belly. And then come back to seated and notice how you feel right now. And then we're going to start to move a little bit. So again, from the feet being grounded on the floor, let's inhale, take the arms out and up, reach through the ring fingers, and exhale, bring the arms down. Just 2 more times like that. Inhale up, keep the neck relaxed, and exhale down. Inhale, arms come up. And now this time, keep your arms up and sweep the arms over to the left. And then come back to center on the inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms over to the right. The head goes with you. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up and exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Sweep the arms over to the left, and we're going to stay here. Let your right hand hold on to the left eye. Get tall again, inhale, and then turn your head very mindfully over towards the right. So you're just looking over the right shoulder. Look at everything in your mind, in your line of vision, and then turn the head back to the left. Keep holding on to the left thigh with the right leg and raise up the left arm. So the left arm is going up. Inhale. Ground down to the feet and exhale as you extend over to the right. So you're opposite of me. Inhale, come back up to center. Sweep the left arm on top of the right, the left elbow on top of the right. Give yourself a really big hug. And then pretend you're taking off a really tight shirt. So you've got to go back, keep your neck soft, and then bring the arms back down. A little shoulder rolls. Inhale, up, back, down, and around. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Look straight ahead before we do the other side. Inhale, and on the exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, up. Chin is parallel. Exhale, chin goes down. One more time like this. Inhale, and then exhale. Come back to center, sweep the arms out and up on the inhale, and exhale. Sweep the arms over to the right. The head is also moving to the right. Inhale up, reach through your fingers, and exhale over to the left. Head moves with you. Inhale up, and then exhale, sweep over to the right, and we'll stay at the right. Keep the hands over here. And now keep your left hand on your right thigh. Lift your right arm up, ground down through the feet, and exhale as you extend your torso over to the left. So opposite of me. Keep the side body nice and long, lengthen and accentuate that reach. Inhale up. And now exhale, take the right elbow on top and give yourself a big, big hug. Big love hug to yourself. And then again, now make believe you're taking off a really tight shirt. The arms got to go back. You got to be really careful when you take off a tight shirt, and then bring the arms down. A few more of these shoulder rolls. Inhale up, exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale down. We have to keep our neck and shoulders really supple They can become very fixed because of the cold weather or because of arthritis or old habits. So now one more head and neck exercise. Inhale, get long again, commit to your posture. Inhale, and on the exhale, let the right ear look at the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, left ear looks at left shoulder. The chin isn't moving, so it stays right in the center. Come on up. So just notice my chin isn't moving. It's just I'm tilting my head to the right. Inhale up. And now I'm tilting my head to the left. Come back up. Exhale, tilting the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale up and exhale, other side, and come back up. Okay, few more shoulder rolls. This time just go up and down. Inhale up and slowly let it down. Not aggressively, just up and down and then come back. Okay, now bring your hands sort of like what we did in the beginning, just when we started, bringing your hands right into the middle of your thighs. This is where you'll find a neutral, you'll be neutral in your shoulders. So inhale, and on the next exhale, slide your hands down to your knees and you'll notice you're rounding. So this is called the cat in yoga. And then inhale, slide the hands up to the crease of the thighs, and this is called the cow. So exhale, go down, rounding a little, and round only is enough as your body needs. You don't have to round, in a very, very aggressive manner. And then come back, go back and forth. If you have osteoporosis, you just want to round in a very, very tiny way. So this is a great way of opening up the spine, waking up the vertebrae, and as one of my teachers says, knocking off the rust. This is a great thing to do when you wake up. A couple of more times, just go down, let the head be heavy, and then up. You look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Go down, and then come up, and now let's just come back to the center. Take your right hand and place the right hand on the side of your chair. So you're pressing it down into your chair. Lift up on the left arm comes up, reach through the fingertips, ground down through the right arm, inhale. And then on the exhale, send that torso, or extend the torso over to the right. Opposite of me. Inhale. And exhale, come up, bring that arm down, and we'll do the same thing. Left hand presses into the chair, right arm comes up. Your feet are grounded. Don't forget the posture. Inhale, and then exhale, extend the torso over to the left, and come on up. Bring the arms down. A little joints, we're going to move the joints in the wrists. So just make circles. A lot of us are on the computer or the phones and doing all that stuff. So this is a lovely thing to do. Just going around and around with the wrists, and then go the other way. It's a little bit of a brain thing. You have to, kind of let your brain make those new synapses. So whatever habitual way you want to do things, try to do things the other way. Like, for example, if you interlace your fingers like this, just notice I have my left thumb and my left index finger on top, and then take it out and then do it the weird way. And it feels weird. It really is. It's a good thing to do to shake up the brain. Even with this, if you cross your arms, notice where your right arm is and your right hand is and your left hand, and then try to do it the other way. And I find that quite difficult. It's very, very interesting little game thing to do with your mind. Okay, so let's extend out. So sit tall again, engage your abdomen, and lift the right leg off the floor. So the foot is up, and we're going to point and flex. You do have to use your abdomen here. You can lean back, but that's not you'll be defeating the purpose. So stay tall, engage your abdomen, and point and flex. Use your abs. It's a great way to tone. And then circle the ankle one way, and then circle the ankle the other way. So we're getting the joints in the feet now. And then while we're doing this, we might as well get the 2-for-1 sale. Rub your wrists a little bit, give them a little love, give the hands a little love as that right leg is extended. I like doing things where you can get the 2-for-1 sale, and then point and flex again, and then let that right leg down and put your hands on your thighs, and you will feel that blood flow, hopefully going down that right leg. And then just do a little, just cup your hands and just clap a little bit on the thighs going down and then coming up. Just a little clapping on the fleshy part of the legs, not on the bony surface. And then come back up, take your hands together, rub the hands really, really well, get a lot of heat build up in there, and then put your hands on your thighs and allow your body to absorb that heat. It feels really nice. And then rub the thighs, make circles going one way, and then circles going the other way. And then we'll come back up and we'll do the same thing now on the left side. So again, you'll hear me talk about it all the time, posture. If there's only one thing to take away from today, please let it be posture, seated and standing. So again, put your hands on your belly, just where we started. Extend out through the left leg. Notice you will have to use these abdominal muscles. And then let's just do some point and flex. This is work, holding up legs. Legs are heavy. These bones are heavy. Point and flex, and then make circles with the foot. So we're getting the ankle joint involved, and then let's get the hands involved. Actually, this time, let's just bring the hands on the shoulders. Can we do two things at once? And then circle the other way. Notice what your upper body's doing and what your lower body's doing. It's an interesting, fun thing to do. Keep the leg up, keep pressing out, and then lower the leg down. Bring the hands together again and do a little clapping all the way down, just waking up. Just even leaning over like this is great. So just come down, come up, hands together, rub the hands, get that heat, and then place the hands on the knees and give a little rub in there. Good. Okay, now one more thing before we start to stand up. So come to sit well again, feet, sitting bones. Where is everything? I like to know where my body is in space and time. Let's take the arms out and up, and then exhale, arms out, fold forward from your hip crease. So you're going all the way down. You can let the head and neck be heavy. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then place one hand on one thigh, one hand on the other. Engage your belly and inhale, press your hands into your thighs to come up. We're going to do that again. Inhale, take the arms out and up, reach through the fingers, accentuate the length of the side body. Exhale, fold forward from the hip crease, coming down. Hands can come to the ankles. And this is where you can let the head be very, very heavy. So shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Place one hand on one thigh, the other hand on the other thigh. Exhale to engage the belly. Keep that engagement as you press your hands into the thighs. Inhale to come up. Okay, so now we're going to come to stand. So you should be nice and warmed up. And we'll come to stand, and we're just going to go over the elements of posture. So look down at your feet, and you want to make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. And that doesn't mean here. So fist distance usually means about a fist width apart. So just make sure that you have that. Can you please put yourself back so we can see you better? Okay, so come back here, look down at the feet, and make sure that you can see that the feet are parallel and hip distance apart, okay? Press into the ball of the big toe, the ball of the little toe and the middle of the heel. Distribute that weight equally. Engage the thighs just a little bit and just slightly squeeze the buttocks, not in a big way, just a slight squeeze to lengthen the tailbone. The side body lengthens up into the armpits, and then you turn your hands out. So you get a little external rotation in the shoulders. The chin is parallel, not too high, not too low. This is your posture, and this is a great thing to practice every day. Practice it when you get out of bed. Practice it while you're waiting for an elevator, while you're online at the supermarket, anywhere. Practice this pose, because you want to keep your height as we get older. We don't want to shrink. So think about lengthening through the spine. And now we're going to bring the arms out. We're going to do something that I love to do. It's called a breath of fire, and it's really good at waking you up. So we're going to take the arms out. We're going to bend the knees and sweep the arms back. And now we're going to add on, the next time we do that, we're all going to say, ha, ha. You say the ha when you sweep the arms back and bend the knees. Ha, come up, ha. See if you could be the one to say it the loudest. You will feel rejuvenated after doing it. 3 more. Ha. Ha. And ha. And then come and then shake it out a little bit. Shaking out is a really good thing to do. So I just want to have my notes nearby. So when you do that, when you shake out like this, if you feel like just even doing like a little bit of a twist or something, just shake everything out. It's fun, and it makes you smile, and it makes you laugh. Okay, now come back to your mountain pose, right? Look down. So I always need to look. I want the feedback of my body, just like we had the feedback of the hands, the feedback of the eyes. Now, if you need something to hold on to, maybe you could hold on to a neighbor, but then that neighbor needs to go to a wall. So kind of have to be careful with this. So just fix your gaze someplace. Make sure your eyes are not roaming. And then shift your weight into your right leg. If you do need balance, go by a wall. So you can go out of your chair and go near a wall. And then we're going to lift up the left knee. So practicing balance is so important as we get older. So you can keep the knee just like this and just practice. You could bring your hand to the wall, bring it back, go back, go back. And then as you get better at it, you'll be able to hold it up. Now we're going to make, am I still with you guys? Something looks like a chain. Can you still hear me?
Yes. Oh, I don't know what happened. Let me check.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. Is that all right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so now I have the left knee up, and I'm going to make figure eights. If this is too much, so I'm just going out and in. External rotation, internal rotation. If this is too much, just bring the tiptoes of the left foot to the floor, and you're already balancing, and then you can play with it this way. So there's always a pathway to, this is one way, this is just going back and forth, and then you can keep the knee up, and then you can make it a little bit more adding on. And then bring the left foot down, and you'll notice that the work that right leg just did, and then just shake it out again. Shake it. So release any tension and shake that out. And actually, before we go on to the next side, this is a nice thing to do as well. If you have osteoporosis, we're going to come up on the balls of the feet, and then we're going to allow the heels to gently just create a little shake in the upper body. You're not going to hit the ground hard, but you want to hit the ground enough so that you get a reverberation. So we're going to go up with the arms and down. Come up, and then you go out to the side and down. Up on the balls of the feet, arms go up, down. Balls of the feet, arms go out, down. So we go straight up and down, out to the side and down. So we'll do a few more. And again, by focusing your eyes on something in front of you that's not moving. That will help you keep your focus. And this is one of the things that we do to get ready for meditation. We're doing all of these things to help us and to train us to stay steady in our thoughts and our emotions and our breath. One more time, up and then down, and then release. Release it out, shake out the hands and rub the hands. And then now look down at the feet, come back into mountain pose. You never want to assume you're in mountain pose. You always need to look and assess. Now we're going to shift the weight into the left leg. And if you need a piece of furniture or a wall or whatever it is, you'll come up into the left leg. So the left leg is the standing leg, and then you can balance on the right tiptoes. This is step one. Step two is to bring it up or keep going back up and down, back up and down. That's going to build up the balance now. If you can keep it up, remember to fix the gaze, use your abs, and then you can bring your hands to your waist and go out and in. External rotation, internal rotation. So it's a figure eight. Great for the hips on the right side, great for osteoporosis on the left, the standing leg. One more time, out, bring it back in, and then with control, bring that right foot to the floor and pause. Close your eyes, bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your breath, and you will feel that blood flow going down the right leg. Okay, so now we're going to come back to mountain pose. Again, do your own assessment now, right? We can do that in a New York second. You get your assessment, you see where your body is, and then we're going to lift the arms up overhead, and then exhale, bend the knees. So you don't have to bend far, but the butt is going back. So you're just going back like this, but you're keeping your upper body as if it was a mountain pose. So it's mountain pose with the knees bent and the arms overhead. This is called fierce pose. And you can feel fierce in this pose. It's great for building strength in the legs. So we're gonna do a little vinyasa with this. Inhale, and then exhale, come to mountain pose and lift up the left knee. So we're combining a few of the things that we've already done. Inhale, back to chair or fierce pose. Exhale, mountain pose, bring up the right knee. Inhale to chair, bending the knees, hips go back. Exhale to mountain, but now we're lifting up the left knee. Inhale to chair. Exhale to mountain, lift up the right knee. We're going to change it now. Inhale to chair. Exhale to mountain, lift up the left knee, and we're going to do that little figure eight that we just did before. Go back and forth, and now hold it up, and now we're going to extend that left leg straight behind us. You're going to be on the ball of the back foot. So this gives you that ability to have a little buoyancy, okay? If you have chairs there, just maybe move them apart from each other. The front knee is bent, the back leg is straight. That back leg, you're going to feel this in your hip flexors and quadriceps. And now we're getting the balls of the feet and the toes involved. So now we're getting, yoga is such a great exercise for the entire body. We're building strength, we're building flexibility, and we're building coordination. And we're getting it in all the joints. Now, inhale, take the arms up. This is called crescent pose. Have the fingers, the pinkies sort of rotating towards each other. So it's not the thumbs that are looking at each other, the pinkies. So front thigh moves forward, back heel moves back. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do that again. Inhale, take a nice deep breath. Feel the legs going in two opposite directions. And then exhale, slowly bring the hands down to the thighs. And then Lean forward a little bit and hop that left foot a little bit closer. Both legs are going to be straight now. So from here, your hips are facing forward. That's important. Hips are facing forward. And then we're going to put your hands right by your hip creases. So this prevents us from rounding at the back. We're going to use the ball and joint socket here to come forward. So I want you to see what it looks like from the side. I'm coming forward, and you can bring your hands to your thigh. If there's a chair in front of you, you can bring the hands to the back of the chair as long as it's stable. Keep your back straight. You can even, if you can come down further, you can bring your hands to your shin as long as the back is straight. But if you want to be a little on the safe side, just keep it here on the thigh. And you should notice a really, really good stretch in the the back of the right leg. And now inhale, come back up with the neutral back. Pause, inhale. And then on the exhale, step the left foot to meet the right. And then pause. Close your eyes, one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And just notice. Notice the quality of your thoughts and the quality of your breathing. And then come to open the eyes, and we're going to do that vinyasa again. Just shake it out again. I always like to do the shaking out. You know, the kids do this dance. I think this was a fad a while ago, but I like it. And I think it really gets the shaking part in. And then shake out the hands, and we'll come back. So come back and assess. Look at this is a really good way to get into the groove of checking your posture on, when you are waiting for anything, waiting for the kettle to boil, whatever, something in the microwave, just say, oops, I got 30 seconds, let me do it. And I promise you, those 30 seconds will build up in your life and your posture. We don't think about our posture. We're all down like this now with the phone. And that creates this tech snap. So we have to measure that what we're doing, what modern society is doing to us. Okay, so mountain pose, arms overhead, bend the knees. Now we're in chair pose. Butt can come back and you're looking straight out into the horizon. Inhale, exhale, mountain pose, lift up the right knee. So we're getting that balance. We're combining a lot of things we've already done. Inhale, both feet to the floor, into chair pose or fierce pose. Exhale, come to mountain, lift up the right knee. Keep that foot flexed, you'll get more benefit from it. Inhale, come back down to chair. Exhale, come to mountain, lift up the right knee. Foot is flexed. Inhale to chair or fierce. Exhale to mountain, left knee comes up, use your abdomen. Come back down to chair, and we're going to switch it up now. Come back to mountain, right knee comes up. Left leg is a standing leg. Fix your gaze because we're balancing. That's going to help your brain from wandering. And now we'll do that internal and external rotation. And if you need to hold on to something, please do that for yourself. And then you can challenge your balance as you move on. I think this is going to be recorded, so you'll have it. And then you could say, oh, I'm good. Oh, I need help. Oh, I'm good. And you go back and forth. That's such as life. Keep the leg up now, the right knee. Inhale. And now that right leg is going to extend back behind us. You're going to be on the ball of the right foot. Gives you that buoyancy. And then hold it. So let's get the feet first, feet and legs first. The left thigh bone is moving forward and the right heel is going back. Side body's lifted. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Pinkies are looking at each other. The chin is parallel to the floor. So it's not too high, not too low. We're in balance. The legs are going in two opposite directions, creating balance and stability. Inhale, take a few breaths here. Praise and look up at the sun and the sky, how beautiful it is today. This is part of sometimes what's called sun salutations, giving praise and joy to the sun, to your God, to your higher power. Inhale to joy. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. And now inhale, very carefully step the back foot in just a little bit. So now the entire right foot's on the floor. And now let's get the feet, both feet are solidly on the floor. Hands are going to come right to the hip crease, right? So it's going to look like this. Inhale. And then this reminds me that I'm cutting my body in two from the joint, not from rounding the back, from the joint, which allows me to do that safely. Hands come to the thighs. I have a piece of furniture here. They can come here. My back is straight. I'm not rounding, being mindful. So you have to look at yourself in the Zoom when you're doing this at home. And then you can bring your hands to your shin, just not to your knee. Keep the back long. So your nose is looking at your toes and you're lengthening the back of your neck. You're not letting the head drop here. So lengthen, inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands to your thighs if they're not already there. And this time, let's bend the front knee and then you can come up a different way. Come up this way. Pause and then step the back leg, the right leg up to meet the front. And pause. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your heart, your abdomen. We have this gift of this body, our temples, how our heart works. It beats without us even telling us to do anything. Our metabolic organs work without us telling them to do anything. Combust food, making it into energy, and our hearts bring blood flow. Like it's really, yoga helps us to get into feeling our bodies maybe more than we've ever felt them before. Okay, so now come back to stand. Look down at your feet. Come back to your mountain pose, I should say. Look down at your feet. Bring your hands on your waist. Inhale, and we're going to stomp the right foot 3 times to the floor. Just feel that reverberation. Inhale, now take the right arm up. And exhale, extend over to the left. We did this a few different ways in the chair already. So feel that nice long stretch on the lateral part of the body. Both feet are pressing into the floor though, so that you don't want to lose the connection, especially the right side might lift up. And then inhale up, and now bend the knees and bring your hands to your thighs. So we're going to do the cat-cow, what we did before. Inhale, slide the hands up to the hip crease, arch the lower back, and exhale, slide the hands down, round the back to the best of whatever your body wants you to do and based on what you should do. Inhale, arch the lower back, lift the head up. Exhale, roll down. One more time, inhale up and exhale, roll down. And now inhale up, hands to the waist, straighten the legs and pause. Hands to the waist again. Check out your posture. Where is everything? Boom, 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 boom. Inventory going from the feet up to the head. Excuse me. And this time we're gonna stomp the left foot. 1, 2, and 3. Feel that reverberation going. Now allow the left arm to reach up. Inhale, and then on the exhale, extend the torso, reaching out to the right side. The left heel is tacked into the floor. So feel your left heel to your left hip to your left shoulder, shoulder out through the fingertips. Inhale, and then exhale, come up, bend the knees again, hands come on the thighs. So we'll do the cat-cow again. Inhale, hands come up to the hip creasing, arching the back. Exhale, rounding down as best as your body would like you to do. Inhale up. And remember, if anything ever hurts, don't do it. That's not what we're here for. Yoga should not hurt. You should feel challenged, but no pain. And then go down. One more time, up. One more time, down. Bring the hands to the waist, the knees are bent, and then come to straighten the legs. Pause. Just check in with yourself again. See how you're feeling and see what the quality of your mind, like what is your mind telling you? You know, there's a lot of things that our mind tells us and it's not true. Like it might tell us, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're too old to do this, you're too old to that. That's not you, that's the mind. And we're gonna work on that in a little bit. So we're gonna do some wide-legged poses. So I'm gonna take my legs wide, and then the feet are parallel to each other. So most of the poses, actually everything we've been doing is what I call railroad legs. Now we're going to take the legs wide. Look down at your right foot and turn the right foot to be at a 90-degree angle. If you have the space, I realize at the center you might not have that space, but if you're home, if you have the space, get a stride that challenges you. Now bend the right knee. You might feel the tendency to want to lean forward. See if you can resist that and just come to be straight up and down. Now bring the arms out parallel to the floor. Look, turn your head down your right fingertips. Look down your right fingertips. So this is called Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Standing poses like this, these warrior poses really help us to find our inner strength. Stand on your truth. That's how I feel when I do these poses. And it's great. It's just, it will help to build bone density and balance and coordination and focus. Now, from here, take your left hand on your left thigh. Right arm comes up. Actually, before you even do that, let's extend out through the right arm again. Turn the right palm up and now lift it up. And now we're just going to do a reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bent and you're just going back a little bit. Okay, inhale. And then exhale back to Warrior Two. So again, I'm straight up and down in the midline. Now from here, we're going to do side angle. Bend your right elbow, take your left hand to your left waist, and then lean forward. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Stay here. Actually, this is a really nice thing to do. I like taking my left hand and tucking it into the elastic on my pants. That just really helps to open up my shoulder a lot. If you want, you can creep that hand up and extend it out over the left side of your face. Look straight ahead or down. Inhale. And then exhale, sweep that arm behind you. Pretend there's somebody there pulling you and you'll come. Use the strength of your legs. Come back. Warrior Two. And then hands on your waist, straighten the front knee, and pivot that leg. So now that the feet are parallel again. Okay, we'll go and do the same thing on the other side. Look down at your left foot. Turn your left foot to be at a 90-degree angle. Bend the left knee. So as much as your body might want to take you forward, see if you can restrain and press into the floor very strongly with your right foot, the back of the outside of the right foot in particular. Now let's unfurl those arms like it's springtime. Unfurl it. Look down the fingertips of your left hand, and we're in Warrior Two now on the left side. Can you feel the strength coming up from the earth? Can you stand in your own truth and in your own strength? Great poses for building that inner and outer strength. Now from here, turn the left palm up. The right hand comes to the right thigh. We'll lift up that left arm and then we'll lean back just a little bit for reverse warrior. And you can, I like to look out past the armpit, the left armpit. Breathe, make sure you're not holding the breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time to inhale, keep the front knee bent. Exhale back to warrior two. Now let's bend the left elbow and take the left forearm to the left thigh. Right hand can come to the waist. And just like what we did the other side, again, I find that my right elbow, my right shoulder opens up really nicely when I just tuck my hand into the back of the elastic. But for people who've been doing this and who want a more classic position, you can start to unfurl that right arm and sweep it across the right side of your face. So you're not collapsing. Make sure you're not collapsing with your left arm on your left thigh. You're lifting, you're reaching out through the left side of your body as much as you're lifting out through the right side. Inhale. And now pretend, bring the arm back to like warrior two. Pretend there's somebody right behind you pulling you. You come up, straighten that front knee, pivot the left foot, and then we heel toe the feet together. So you bring the heels in, you bring the toes in. You bring the heels in, you bring the toes in, heels and toes, heels and toes, and pause. Close the eyes, one hand to the abdomen, one hand to the heart. Notice what your body has been able to do for you. And more importantly, notice how you reacted to that. That's really a wonderful thing, to notice how your body reacts to it. Okay, so let's come back now to sit in our chairs. And we're going to do a little breathing exercise. It's called alternate nostril breathing. And then we'll end with a meditation. So coming to sit and find that posture that we talked about in the beginning of the class. If you're leaning back, just notice like that's not utilizing your back muscles. So you want to start somewhere. If you need to take a break, yeah, you bring your body back. But see how you can start to, I always say nothing changes if nothing changes. So we have to have a little bit of change along the way in order to not lose our height, not lose our posture, in order to stay healthy. So we need to take certain steps to do that. Posture is a great way. So now we're going to do the alternate nostril breathing. It's a great way to balance the right and left side of the brain. And again, it's really good, just like everything we've been doing, is really good for bringing balance into our lives. Also good to do if you're having trouble sleeping. So you'll have this tape to access to. So you're going to use your thumb and your index finger, okay? And you're just going to place them. You're not going to pinch off anything. You're just going to place them. The thumb goes to the right nostril. The index finger goes to the left. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be closing off one nostril, breathing, inhaling and exhale through the other one, and then closing off the other and doing the same. We're going to toggle back and forth. I'm going to lead you through it. And if you get lost, just stop and wait for the next round of instructions. So it's going to start like this. The thumbs are going to be, the thumb and the index finger are in place. We're going to inhale through both and exhale through both. Close off your right. Inhale through the right. Close the right and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close off the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close it. Open left to exhale. Inhale left. Close it. Open right to exhale. Inhale right. Close it. And now exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Close, exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4. Close and exhale, right, 2. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, right. Oh, I screwed that. Inhale. Oh, God. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close. Exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close. Exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close. Inhale, exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close. And now exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let it go. Keep your eyes closed. Notice how you might feel. There's definitely a change in the right and left hemisphere. And now we're going to come back where we started, except we're just going to focus the breath on the lower belly. So hands on the lower belly. And as you inhale, feel the belly round. And exhale, feel the belly pull back. Inhale, feel it round. Exhale back. And then the mantra is going to be in, out. Actually, let's go with out and back. So on the inhale, we go out. And on the exhale, we go back. So out on the inhale, back on the exhale. Out, back. Feel the movement of the belly coinciding with the words, with the breath. And if your mind wanders, and it will, no beating up of the self, no saying, this is for other people, I can't get it. Nope. This is the nature of the mind. The mind loves to pull us away from the present moment. It will do anything in its power to pull us away. It likes to go into the future most of all, but sometimes it loves going into the past. So we just keep coming back. We keep coming back. Every time the mind goes off, you go back. So we're going to do this in silence now for the next 3 minutes. And remember, if your mind wanders 1,000 times in the next 3 minutes, our only job is to come back 1,001 times, to be one step ahead of it. So on our own now, eyes closed, hands on the belly, inhale out, exhale back. In, out, X back. And then let go of the mantra and just come back to your regular breath. Feel your body in the chair. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. Feel your presence in the room. And feel your presence in the Zoom. We're a community. And we'll bring one hand in prayer in front of our heart, and then bring the other hand almost touching. Breathe into that space between your hands. See if you can feel that heat or even like a charge between your hands. Inhale, breathe into your divinity, your unique divinity in this world. And then allow the hands to touch with a complete tenderness for yourself, kindness and tenderness for yourself. We often extend that to others, but not to ourselves. And we'll end with a call and response prayer. Feel free to join if you feel like you would like to. May we have a peaceful mind, an easeful body, and a useful life. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Frank. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. It was great.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Will everybody have this available in tape, Tanya?
Yes, it will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. And if you anyone have any questions, you're most welcome to do it now. If not, we're gonna end the presentation for today. Thank you so much, friend.
Okay, Tanya.
Have a
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us. Take care.
Okay.